So I think we are just being too effective.
You talk about disturbing the Twitter experience, but ISIS had accounts on Twitter, and Hamas continues to have accounts on Twitter, and pornography continues to be prevalent on Twitter. How are you disturbing the Twitter experience?
Well, it's obviously just an excuse. I don't even, people ask me what was the rationale all the time, and I just say, look, we're in a war. I mean, we're beyond that question. At this point, it's obvious what's going on, and we built our business in spite of Twitter and Facebook. We don't pay them a dime, and we're growing organically, and that's we want to be independent and not dependent on any of these companies.
So tell us a little bit about your scoops, especially as it pertains to Hunter Biden, the Bidens, and Burisma, and all the rest, because there's so many details out right now that people aren't aware of, because, as you say, the people reporting them keep getting their accounts taken down.
Well, look, the deal in Ukraine is a former Soviet state, and what the DNC, the deep state, the State Department, the Hillary Clinton campaign, the Bidens, what they were able to do is move all their operations to Ukraine, so they would not be, would not have transparency issues in the U.S. People wouldn't see what they were doing. So they basically ran this information operation against Trump during the 2016 election, and during the whole time, they were laundering hundreds of millions of dollars through the central bank, through Petro Poroshenko, who was the previous president. We've released audio tapes recently on, multiple times on that, where he's colluding with, Biden is colluding with Poroshenko to go against Trump. We released, or I did when I was writing for the Washington Times in 2016, that the black ledger supposedly from Paul Manafort was a hoax, and that turned out after the Mueller report to be true. We released the original Burisma wires from Hunter Biden. And just this week, we released confirmation in a court case that Burisma admitted to bribing Joe Biden with payments in the millions of dollars. The big story also is that there is about $40 billion that was stolen from former President Yanukovych that was offshore, that Marie Yovanovitch, the former ambassador who was fired by Trump and testified in the impeachment trial, she prevented from coming back to the U.S. So there's a lot of money sloshing around, and I think that's why they do not want anyone looking any deeper, and that's why they're so worried about Trump in the second term.
What did we pick up yesterday? We've got about 2 minutes left here, Todd. What did we pick up yesterday from these tweets, these text messages between FBI agents? Is that something that's on your guys' radar?
We've been focused more overseas. We do have confirmation that multiple FBI agents in Ukraine, I'm not going to name names now, but that took $5 million bribes. We have confirmation that they stopped the investigation. The National Anti-Corruption Bureau of Ukraine, or NABU, was set up not to investigate corruption in Ukraine, but to stop the investigation into Hunter Biden and Burisma and Joe Biden. Right. It was an extra constitutional organization that really has no legal authority, and it was only done to shut down these investigations. So, the guy was Artem Sitnik. I've met with him, but go ahead.
Todd, we got to jump, but why don't you tell our audience where they can follow you, what accounts you do still have that are up that they can subscribe to?
My original Twitter, my personal Twitter, L. Todd Wood, is back up, but cdm.press is our website, and you can find all our reporting there under the investigation section. Thanks,
fantastic.
Ryan.
Thank you, Todd. We've got to get you back as well. Get you some longer time on here to walk us through all of that stuff. This is how it works, guys. If you want to do scoops from abroad, you got to have people on the ground. That's what CD Media has. I want to make sure as well, talking about Russia and the big Russia lie, we have a new little monograph out from a friend of mine, Thomas Farnan, which we're releasing on Sunday. It's called The Russia Lie, published in conjunction with the National Pulse. So you can go to therussialie.com, and you can pick that up there. It's only $5, so we're not trying to make money out of it. We just want to make sure that costs are covered and you guys get the information that Thomas